I think just looking back at this whole experience, it's, obviously it's been a blessing. It's a dream come true to me, growing up in Maryland, watching the Terps play, it's always been a dream of mine. So actually being here and doing it, it's just the friendships that I've made here. I know that they'll be my friends for life. I think just the memories I'll have, just hanging around our house, just goofing around outside, throwing the football around, just the little things. The camaraderie that we have here, I think is something special.
I've talked to guys who have played in the 60s to guys who played like in the 90s and the 80s. And there's always this same value system. Guys who just work hard, just love just being part of this Maryland family.
I think one of the great strengths of Maryland lacrosse is tradition. And what that means is we've had a lot of great players come through the program. Not only great players, but great people. And one of the things that struck me when I got to Maryland was just how important Maryland lacrosse has been to all of our former players. The relationships, the guys that were their best friends in college and still are, that really hit me when I got here, and just talking to the guys and just you could tell how much Maryland lacrosse has meant to them. So we've really tried to do the best we could of trying to pull as many alums back, try to reach out to maybe some of the guys that we hadn't been reaching through emails or social media, to try to pull guys back to make sure they felt a part of the program.
The alumni is great. I always get a text every once in a while from alumni all over the place, whether it's after a game or just during the middle of the week. They're always checking in on us and the team. They want the best for us, and if they can help in any way possible, they're there for that. And so just having their contact information, just being able to reach out to them if we need it is a huge step for us.
Those guys, are our great strength, or at least one of our great strengths, but they provide a lot of useful things for our young men in our locker room, whether it's the advice that they give when it comes to their experience at Maryland, as a student, as a player. I think in a lot of ways what we've really tried to do is have them help our guys for what happens after college is over. What is going to happen next? And we have a great group of alums that have been so passionate about our mentorship program. They really want our kids to have opportunities that are on par with any school in the country. Each one is different, each one has a different story. They're all doing different things, but at one point they were in the same spot as our players. They were college guys that were trying to figure out, what am I going to do next? They can still connect on, this is where I was, which may be where you are, and this is how I got here. And a lot of them told them, a lot of it's going to just come down to you working hard and building your brand and going out there and taking the things that you learn on the lacrosse field by working hard and taking initiative and creating your own breaks, not letting things happen, making them happen.
So if I had to fast forward 50 years, I would hope to have kids, a family. But I think it would be really special to see a group of kids just really working to get the same thing that all worked so hard to get, or to try and get.
I think for the 1967 team, looking back 50 years ago and thinking about obviously just what a great accomplishment, for that group, we felt like it was truly important to honor them and give them their day, and again, pay tribute to our tradition. There's always something special coming back. But when you come back and you see those guys that you went to class with, and you rode the bus with, and you practiced against, and you spent so much time with, it's just a special thing. And when you get them all together and you realize how hard it is to get everybody back together, because life gets complicated and everybody gets busy. In certain ways, everybody looks different, but in certain ways, it's almost like it takes you back 50 years and you're back in that moment for just a little bit of time. Johns Hopkins is a very skilled team. They have a very deep roster. They probably play more guys right now than a lot of other programs. They seem to be willing to play a third midfield and really go deep into their bench in a number of positions, which is a little unique. They're a team that historically plays a really tough schedule. Usually by the end of the year, they've been battle tested.
Hopkins to me has always been a team that's been highly skilled. I was watching their game earlier today, and it's just amazing watching them just bang the ball around, just really clean stick work.
The Maryland-Johns Hopkins rivalry is certainly certainly in my opinion, it's the greatest rivalry in lacrosse. To be at places where lacrosse tradition is so significant is truly special. And that's not lost on, any of the staff. It's certainly not lost on our players. It's certainly not lost on our alums. That's something that, when you talk to the alums, typically that's the game that they talk about. And I think that's, part of what gets guys excited to attend a Maryland or Johns Hopkins is knowing that you're going to be part of big games like that. And if you really love lacrosse, that's something that, you're going to think about when you're choosing a school.
The Hopkins Maryland game has always been a high energy game, super physical, both teams just going back and forth. My class has a won some and a lost some, but it's always fun. If you're an athlete, those are the games that you want to play in.
They have a dangerous attack, very skilled guys. Okay, we still got to keep being aggressive. We still got to make sure that we're pushing tempo, but make sure you get what you want on your turn. Let's go!
No sounds surround us. No sounds divide us. No sound. No sounds. No sound. Surround us. The screams have faded now. No sounds divide us. Come late, come stay a while.
One of the goals for us, and we tell the guys a lot, is part of what motivates us is seeing you guys smiling in the locker rooms after the game on Saturdays. What we remind them is our time is over. This is their time. The focus is to try to help you guys have the best experience you can have. So when you guys are smiling and you're laughing, you know, it's worth all the preparation, all the work we put in all week, because we know how much this means to you, and we realize that you only have so many opportunities, and we want to make the most of them. When, you know, they have an opportunity to win a conference championship, and then you see them, you know, celebrating, which we were very fortunate to do last year, you just kind of step back and you want a mental image just to see them, you know, enjoy that moment with their teammates and celebrate with their teammates, because lacrosse is a very special game in so many ways, but one of the greatest is it is a team game, and you need a team of guys to be successful. Stick together, support each other, and try to keep moving towards those goals that you set at the beginning of the year. To see some of those goals start to happen, and to see them, you know, celebrating and taking pictures with the trophy, it's nice to see them do it, but it's doing it together.
So this is one thing that you'd like to do, okay? You got other goals, right? Yep. Okay, so let's just make sure that we keep doing the things that help put you in position to achieve all those goals.
Be the best on 3. 1, 2, 3. Be the best.